toll free.
You're listening to Screen Break with Martin Kelner and Will Buckley.
Through the whole blood pressure rigmarole again, and that only ends one way.
Yes, blood pressure. How's it going?
Well, they gave me a device. Oh, it's a disaster.
Have they given
so
you...
confident they've given me the device to take me, but when I catastrophise, I'm a catastrophic optimist, Martin.
You're a catastrophist.
Yeah,
they did that with me. They plugged the thing in, and I had to walk around with it for a whole day.
The 24 hour, that's a night. That's a bad day. You never get that day back.
No, you don't. And
you have to sleep with it on. Yeah, anyhow, so that's rather taken the sheen off my positivity.
Yes, because you were determined to do these podcasts and things. I'll tell you what's got my goat at the moment. Oh, okay. No, I'll tell you something that will depress you. I know you've
trying to be positive.
You've just
of the GP and Martin Kelner the same within an hour.
Yes,
the new GP, the old GP's understood. I only went in to get my skin condition analysed. No matter.
What's wrong with your skin?
You don't want to know.
Really? It's that bad, is it?
The word dermatologist, it's not a nice word, is it?
No, it's not. So is it leprosy or something?
Okay,
does that still exist, leprosy?
I'll tell you, I'll be the first to know. if I'm next from the colony.
Yes, well, let's
do. Graham Greene, like a burnt-out case.
Do let me know. Anyway,
it would be. Hey, at least we got a subject matter for our chats. The leper.
Oh yes, that's absolutely right.
The rest is leprosy.
The rest is leprosy. What a fantastic title for a podcast. There's one that Gary Lineker never thought of.
No, you know him better than me. You pitch it.
Yeah, I will do. I've tried pitching stuff to Gary Lineker before, and he was very, very nice about it all. But he said that he has people who decide. He has
people, yeah. Well, because my stepfather keeps threatening to pitch to Gary Lineker because he lives around the corner from him.
And what's he got? Well,
pitch me. He says, "I'll have a word with Gary next time I see him with his Labrador."
Right. So he's going to pitch your idea to. I mean, if you can get because he's got a deal with Netflix now.
I know.
The closer you can get to Gary Lineker, the better it is. He used to share an agent with my brother, with my more famous brother.
I know. I've met that agent. I used to talk to. I talked. What's his name?
From Nottingham somewhere. I've forgotten his name.
Yeah, he was the first agent, wasn't he? For those kind of media, sports media people.
Media people. Yeah, I mean now every single player who's ever kicked a ball is a pundit. You know, immediately they're pundit, even if it's lady football, there's still. I'm not allowed to say
lady ball. I think it's lady ball.
Yes, even if it's lady ball, they're allowed.
I don't think you can call them the ponytails, but you can probably call it lady football. Okay, I don't know.
Yes, I think you may very well be able to.
But I pitched to. Of course, I pitched to. I bumped into Gary's agent. I think it was Lords. So I pitched to him 10 years ago. You know what Gary should do next? I said, this is just before Brexit vote. Get into politics.
Did you really say
that? In a way,
that?
he did. Yeah, I did.
Well, he is in politics, in its widest possible sense.
Yeah,
he
has political influence.
He's an entrepreneur for a start, which is a sort of political position, isn't it, these days? And he does tweet stuff. I don't think he does that so much.
I'm going to do a pincer. If you want me to, are you going to pitch to Gary or am I? Or we'll both do it. I've got a pincer movement. Yeah.
Well, you pitched The Rest is Leprosy. I'll try something a little more appealing than that. Now, let me depress you.
Before you depress me, let me tell you, because I'm quite excited by my pincer attack on Gary Lineker.
Yeah.
It's going to be my stepfather, who's quite lively. On Christmas Day, as I was cooking the turkey for them, he always brings his gun out for Christmas Day, which is a bit Chekhovian and makes you a bit worried about what to say during the meal. Yeah, and he suddenly leapt to his gun and started shooting filthy green things. The parakeets. He'd taken again parakeets.
It was a real gun.
It was a pop air gun. I don't know. I mean, it looked like a gun. It kills. He didn't kill a parakeet. He normally kills squirrels, and he also always goes out afterwards. And like the mafia guy, does one to the back of the neck just to take the squirrels dead. If
ever someone like you is on Talk Sport, I always say, do you realise you're the first person on Talk Sport today to use the word Chekhovian? Very, very rarely do you hear Stan Collymore describing anything as Chekhovian.
Well, I hope he doesn't talk about his stepfather shooting parakeets either. That must be a first as well.
That certainly is. And that really happened. I mean, when I used to sometimes sit there on Fighting Talk when we were on together, and I would hear your stories, and I would say, surely this. I mean, it was just so unlike the home life that I led, which was largely unremarkable, and certainly not like the school life.
Let's not go there. Anyhow, I'm only halfway through my pincer, because a pincer obviously involves attacking Gary on two fronts.
Two fronts, yeah. So it's leprosy. What's the other one?
Well, no. It's the people I'm using to pitch. The rest is leprosy, which I hope I won't have to do. Whatever. Anyhow, I'll skip a generation or two and get Little Mo.
Little Mo, your daughter who can talk backwards.
Who you asked if she was on the spectrum live on radio when she was 16. Slightly. They were in less mental health. That was, it's amazing you kept that show, really. But never.
Not for long.
Not for long. No, not that we complained. We just took it on the chin, or chins in my case. But anyhow, Little Mo has got into Gary's head, because she was doing yonks ago, Instagram, I think it's called.
Yes, it is called
Instagram.
Called
Dogs of Barnes, yeah?
So I can't understand how you never became a High Court judge the way you say, I think it's called Instagram.
That, you know why they do that? Because in 200 years' time, no one will know what Instagram is.
Good point.
The judgment that I've laid down will pertain for 200 years. Anyhow, you're making me tangentialise, which I try not to do. Another resolution. Little Mo approaches Gary on Barnes Common, where my stepfather will be going with his gun to enforce the stepfather with a gun, Gary. The rest is leprosy. I like that. But Little Mo said to him, hi, Gary, any chance of a picture? I'm doing a little Insta thing called Dogs of Barnes. And he said, of course. And stood there with his Labrador, which is always in the news almost as much as Gary.
Yes, I've seen it.
And Mo said, Gary, just a dog, please. The clue's in the name. Dogs of Barnes. So I think she's the first person to take a picture of Gary Lineker's dog, sans Gary Lineker. He looked quite put out by that. Well,
he'd be surprised as much as anything.
Yeah, he'll be more surprised when my stepfather leaps out from behind a hedge with a gun going, saying the rest is leprosy, and shoots a parakeet behind him. He's in for a lively new year, Gary.
He certainly is. Now, you've just bought a place in Kentish Town.
Now, you're going to depress me. You want to depress me?
Yes, I watched I wasn't sure where they were, these people, but I switched on the TV for about 5 minutes in the afternoon. I try not to watch during the day at all. No, I'll watch Impossible, because I like that. But I did switch on the TV at 3:30 one afternoon. It would be yesterday afternoon, because I was poorly.
I'm sorry to hear that. Not leprosy. Skin?
No, not leprosy. Not a skin condition, just a cold, really. So I switched on the TV, and there were people, as there always is in the middle of the afternoon, people looking around a house, and it's always a smug couple who I absolutely fucking hate from the start, you know. This couple, you know, and they're making their little jokes, and he's trying to golf swing in the back garden. And but this house had like 6 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms, and it had been beautifully turned out. And I looked at it and I thought, do you know, that house costs about the same as Will's house, Will's 1-bedroom flat in Kentish Town. And I thought,
where was it?
Well, it must have been. It must have been Skegness. Yes.
I don't want to be rude about Skegness, but maybe inland from Lincolnshire, quite depressed property.
They had a sea view, so it probably was Skegness.
Skeggy,
it probably was Skegness, because I couldn't believe that this house was...
Canvey Island, you could probably get quite a lot of property for your money.
Yeah, you maybe could. I'll tell you what's annoyed me, and that is in Starbucks, not Starbucks, the other one, Cafe Nero.
Yeah.
You can buy a cup of coffee for £3.90.
Yeah.
But if you want to pay 30 pence more, you get the winter blend. So you go to the counter and say, I'll have a small cappuccino, please. And they say, do you want the winter blend? And I say, no, I just want a decent... But I thought to myself, if they've worked out a better way and a tastier way to make coffee, that should be
I
the way
we're boycotting Starbucks. So what was the winter blend like?
I never tasted it. It was 30 pence more. I mean, yeah.
I'll sub you 30 pence.
Well,
just to see if it's better. You feel happier. If you taste it and you can't tell I tell you what you do next time you're in Starbucks and you've got time on your hands, which you do have, yeah?
Yeah, oh yeah.
You go, okay, you say it's better, right? Let's do a blind tasting.
I'll say that to the young girl behind the counter, who's got a little thing on saying trainee barista.
But have her name. Remember, don't call her trainee barista. Use her first name. I don't go to coffee shops anymore. I make my own coffee. Great way of saving money. But I have 2 things I argue about. One is when they charge more for decaf coffee.
Oh, do they? I don't know that.
I don't like that. And the other is when they charge 50p more for iced coffee.
Shocking.
Iced can't coffee. That's water. It's literally water.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm trying to work out whether I'm a super ager or not. You know, the
super ager.
Well, the newspapers are always, well, certainly the Times. They're trying to keep you alive long enough to take out a subscription to the paper. So every day, it's full of advice. You know, often contradictory advice. You know, one day, dark chocolate, 2 squares of dark chocolate. They're very good for you.
That's good for your heart.
Yes, and then the next day, no, don't bother with the dark chocolate. It's very bad for you. But there's advice constantly.
Your subscription to the Times. When you die, will it keep coming out of your bank account? For how long after you die do you keep paying?
Do you know what? This is a question that a lot of people have asked about my podcast, because there are a small and select number of people who pay...
And you haven't even got leprosy.
No, who pay money for it.
Well, quite rightly. It's good value, I'm sure.
Yes, you can pay a monthly subscription, which is less than the price of a Starbucks coffee, or you can pay a yearly subscription. And 1 or 2 people very kindly did that, which again is not very expensive, but it's a yearly subscription. And they're saying, what happens if you peg it before my year is out?
Good point.
It's an open question, because Substack is in San Francisco. So
I'm also wondering, you could be missing a trick here. You could take the Starbucks thing with added Will Buckley and charge 30p more.
With added
given the uplift, the winter collection or whatever, the Will Buckley collection.
The Will Buckley collection. Do you know, I've never seen the Will Buckley collection added to anything. To make it more... Not yet. Not yet.
Not
well,
yet.
That's hey, Christmas, Will.
Yes.
You know, you upbraided me last time for mentioning Christmas to a man going through a divorce. So I wasn't going to mention it, but now I've heard about your stepfather with the... Stepfather? Yeah, with the gun. I presume
I'm still here.
It was a but I presume it was a family Christmas. I had visions of you, with a TV dinner, microwaving it, and
I haven't got a microwave, Mark.
Doing something with it, and watching.
But there's nothing you can do with something that's microwavable only. What can you do with it?
Well, I suspect if you haven't got a microwave, there will be people. One of my colleagues at Talk Sports, who lives in Southampton, and he does some overnight shifts at TalkSport, stays in a hostel sometimes when he's doing shit, just save money. So it wouldn't surprise me if he knew something. I mean, there are all these things about things you can cook in hotel rooms, aren't there? Just using the kettle or the trouser press. You can make a toasted sandwich
as much as you do, Mark.
No, you can make a toasted sandwich with the trouser press. There
was a wonderful. I don't know if it's still up on TripAdvisor, but there's a hotel in Wolverhampton.
Yes,
Wolverhampton's a challenging place.
Is it
Maybe
Britannia?
That's where
Is it Britannia? The hotel?
It could be, but
they're the worst hotels.
But
in the world.
Reviews were fantastic. There was one that said, great place. Although the previous occupants appeared to have used the trouser press to make a bacon sandwich.
Yeah, well, you can.
5 stars. And then another one, loved it. Although the man with me in the lift appeared to be eating a bar of soap. 5 stars. And another person loved it. Although while I was paying the bill, someone nicked my wheelchair. 5 stars.
I saw that one about the wheelchair. I saw that wheelchair. That was a cracker. That was a cracker. Yeah. It's the sort of thing you would have written about in the Observer years ago, isn't it?
Yeah, the comeback starts here. If I can shake off the
How
leprosy.
is the...
Do you shake off leprosy? I don't know. Or do you shrug it off? Or do you...
You ignore
you battle through it? Ignore it?
Probably. Now, Will, you've talked to people who are on the Observer. The Observer's changed now, hasn't it? I haven't seen it since it became new and taught us media and all that. Are they investing in journalism at all, the Observer? In a little way, maybe? Not like in the old days?
I can't comment.
You can't? All right. Can't comment. But it's never going to be like the old days, is it? Not like my brother bringing Hunter Davis over to write about the royal family.
Not Hunter Davis, Hunter S. Thompson. You get your Hunters confused. I can't think of 2 people more different than Hunter Davis and Hunter S. Thompson. Yeah, Hunter Davis,
that's one the man who
writes 30,000 words a day.
Yeah.
Drug unassisted, and Hunter. You wouldn't call Hunter Davis a gonzo journalist.
This will amuse people who are, who've been involved in journalism over the years. But I did say that at the time when my brother had that immense. I was staying with him at the time. And he had this immense amount of tsurus, as we call it. Immense amount of tsurus dealing with Hunter S. Thompson and
Robert Chalmers was doing the piece, wasn't he?
Yes, that's right. And what it cost, etc., etc., etc. And I said the big mistake at the time my joke was the big mistake you made was getting Hunter S. Thompson instead of Hunter Davis. He turned it round in like 2 days and it cost you nothing.
20 minutes, Hunter Davis, no problem.
Precisely. But he did write about the great book about the Beatles and a great book about Spurs. I mean, there have been better books about the Beatles since.
There haven't been better books about Spurs, I'll give him that.
No. So
the one good thing, the best thing about Hunter Davis's book about Spurs was the appendix, often the case, where he had interviews with all the players, which went a bit further than the shoot interview.
Yes.
Who would you most like to meet? The Pope, whatever. Most dangerous opponent, Daphne Saywell, Form 4B. I don't know, that kind of stuff. Gary Lineker, actually, in his shoot interview, what would you like to be after you hang up your boots? A bookmaker.
Really?
Yeah. Anyhow, I went to see a film, which I imagine you went to see because you thought it might be about you. Marty Supreme.
Oh, I've not seen it yet. It was on last... I got a cold when that was on. It was on last Thursday, locally.
I think it's probably on more than one night, locally.
Oh, well, it's actually on... No, it was literally one night only. But it is on... It's streaming somewhere. It's streaming on Sky, I think. Definitely streaming somewhere. So I think from this weekend I will be able to watch it. About table tennis and with somebody...
It's not about you.
No, it's not about me. I didn't think it was about me because...
come on. There was a little moment where we went, Marty Supreme. It's a bit like This Is Your Life. They filmed me without telling me, and now I'm up for the Oscars. And Timothy Chalamet is playing me. Bob Dylan. Chalamet. Yeah, I'm not good at pronunciation. After you play Bob Dylan, who do you play next? Marty Kelner. It was written in the stars, yeah. It's very good.
Yes. Well, it sounded good. It sounded really good. And I'm looking forward to seeing it.
But you want to see it on the big screen, Martin. You need to get out a bit more. You can't just hang around the Starbucks.
Yeah. No, I will. You're right. I should get out a bit more. I'll see it on the big screen. Go on then. Tell me about Marty Supreme.
Marty Supreme. So you'll love it. It's all about a deluded optimist.
Right.
Okay. And it's all about the golden age of ping pong.
Was there a golden age of ping pong?
Actually, it's one of the better things I wrote, I think. There was a time when ping pong, before...
Is this whiff-waff? Did they call it whiff-waff, or is that just
Early
Johnson?
Boris called it whiff-waff.
Yeah.
But in the days when it was the hard bats, when you started out, you're old enough to remember hard-batted ping pong.
Yeah.
With the little pimples, and it went bing, 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 bing,
Yes.
bing, right? So in the World Championship, all you would do, it was all about stamina. This is a true story as well. All my stories are true. I can't believe you don't believe that.
What sort of year are you talking about here?
I think I'm talking 40s or 50s.
40s, yeah. It would be 40s. 40s and 50s was the golden age for greyhound racing, rugby league, association football. As far as
Speedway,
prime example.
Huge. Anyhow, the problem was with the pimple bat is that rallies would last quite a long time, and by a long time, I mean in the final, okay, there's a Hungarian against a Polish guy, I think. I may be wrong there. Anyhow, the first rally goes on for half an hour. It goes on. At this stage, the Pole is playing chess to keep his mind on the game. He's got his mate with a chessboard. And the Hungarian...
He's playing chess and table tennis simultaneously.
Yeah. He's just saying pawn to queen, because you have to, because otherwise you lose your... This was after an hour and 45 minutes. He produced a two-foot Polish sausage from his pocket, yeah?
That's a hell of a trick.
A hell of a trick. And made himself a sandwich. And at this stage, the Hungarian cracked. And he lost the point and ran screaming from the room, okay? But ping pong had a problem because the rallies never ended. Then, and this is all in the film, sort of, the 100th ranked Japanese player, Kito something, turns up with a racket in which he's added a rubber surface onto one side of his bat. And suddenly it becomes a game of spin. And he wins it, and the game was never the same again. It became a silent game. Because with rubber, it's really silent, whereas before it's bing, bong, bing, block, blick, block, blick, block, blick, block. You may want to cut that. I think it's quite interesting, but it's in the movie.
It is interesting. That's all in the movie. Is it a comedy? It sounds like a comedy.
It depends if you see your life as comic or tragic, Martin.
It's a combination, isn't it, really?
Well, most lives are, yeah.
Yeah. I've been reading Mark Watson's book. You know the comedian Mark Watson?
Yeah.
You've been on Fine Tour with him, I should think. He's written a book about various deaths that he's, metaphorical deaths that he's suffered doing either stand-up comedy or corporate gigs. And how soul...
But not literal deaths.
Not literal deaths, though he nearly did. He was on Celebrity Island with Bear Grylls.
Was he?
He was on that Bear Grylls. Yeah, well, I never saw it, and no idea.
And you watch a lot of television. It's not on in the afternoon, so presumably you missed it, you're asleep.
I'd be sleeping. No, I never watch reality shows at all. I don't watch The Traitors. Do you watch The Traitors?
I watched a celebrity one.
Oh, do you? That's interesting. So I don't watch any of The Traitors. The only reality show...
Anyhow, where were you? You were talking about Mark Watson.
Yes, well, just in his book, you'd actually quite enjoy this book, I think, because he talks... you were going to do the Festival of Failure.
I did write the Festival of Failure. It's a novel.
Yes, I'm not saying a novel.
How could my autobiography be called A Festival of Failure?
No, yes, it's a novel, of course it is. But you were talking about taking the Festival of Failure to Edinburgh, I think, at one stage.
What's that?
Yes, I think you were. I mean, not the novel, but, talking about... Because, Mark Watson wrote a whole book about him. He's written he's very successful, but he has written about his failures.
I've got to think, and I don't want to brag, But if I went mano a mano with Mark Watson on failure, I'm backing myself to win that one.
I'd back you as well. I'd back you to win against anyone. Will. And I have to say, your story,
I was the Martin Peters of failure, yeah?
Yes.
I realised its comic potential 10 years before everyone else, so, which, of course, makes me the doyen of failure.
Yes. So there you are.
But if you're going to play that card, I've got a card that I'm playing up, because I want to do this more often, Martin. Yeah,
yes.
Let's knock them out. Yeah, so if we're getting 30p extra during the January, February, I'm going to stay alive sale for added Will Buckley. I've got a copy of a book. I was thinking about throwing it away, but because I've got to cull my book collection because I'm downsizing. Yeah, but I'm going to hang on just for the purposes of the Piss Poor podcast to When Will I Be Famous?
You've got a copy, have you?
I have a copy.
Is it a signed one?
You sounded, you went a bit squeaky there. You got a copy? I don't know. I don't really care.
I think I did sign it, didn't I? In the in that pub near.
I'm pretty sure I bought it in a charity shop, but no matter.
You're just saying that. I signed it for you in a pub in near where the Guardian used to be.
Coach and Horses.
It wasn't the Coach and Horses. I can't remember the pub. It was a football pub because I was watching a West Ham match there.
Anyhow, I think this would be a great parlour game. I will read from different chapters and you have to guess which failed attempt at fame I'm talking about.
Yeah, do that. We'll do that on another one, Will, because I don't want to give people too much. So
all you want is your tea, because you're northern and you eat early.
Yes, I do. I do need my tea.
But you've got a microwave, so you can heat it up.
That's true.
You can't cut me off in my prime, Martin. Not when I've just had a pretty damaging assessment from the GP.
I want more detail on this damaging assessment. See, I never go to the doctors. I never. My wife is always saying, "Oh, you should go to the doctors with that. You should go. You should have a look at that and have a look at this and that and the other." And I never do.
I think she just wants you to get out of the house and make some friends.
Maybe that's it. Well, I'm going to wind this up here so I can get my tea. But we'll do it again, because clearly there will be editing to be done.
What are you going to edit? You can't edit.
I won't edit any of the stories out, but I might edit some of the asides out.
What aside?
I'll smarten it up a bit. It's alchemy, a little bit, and then you'll listen back. Because you never listen back. Would you
listen to me if you were me?
Well, I'd listen to see what bits have been edited and where it's where I could maybe improve my performance a bit to give the guy who's editing it all less work to do.
But I don't know what's any good or not.
Yeah. Well, believe me, Will, you're always great. You're always great.
Now you're killing me with kindness. As if the leprosy thing wasn't bad enough. I've been killed with kindness.
You should be on
what
the
a double
TV.
Diagnosis.
You should be on the TV every night of the week, is what I say. Unlike just that one night of the week when we used to get Quiz Bowl. Well, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much. I have food to eat.
I have food for my mind. When will I be famous? By Martin Kelner.
Get it out again, and
I'll get it out. what I'd like you to do, let's tee it up. Get people wanting more.
Go on then.
I want you to give a mark out of 10 to each one as to how much, at what stage you thought that was going to be the one.
That's for a future screen break. Thank you, Will.
Health permitting.
We will talk, health permitting, provided we both make it through. We'll talk again soon.
Yeah, okay, Martin. Take care.
You've been listening to Screen Break with Martin Kelner and Will Buckley. Leave Martin and Will a review or rating, and please subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. You can use the hashtag ScreenBreak to talk about the show on socials, and for exclusive content, head to martinkellner.substack.com.